As an old saying goes, not everything is as it seems. I'm saying this to answer the question that was asked on the title of this video. Is Chiefs traumatized by the loss to Sundowns? Yes, absolutely. Because everything after that game changed. The way that we approached our game changed. The system esiyidlalayo changed. Go back to game Royal AM. We were dominant in that game. We still lost. But we saw one thing in that game. We need a striker. We need a striker so that he can finish off the chances that we are creating. We need a striker who's going to pounce on the opportunities that we will get after winning the ball back in high press yet. That was the positive to take out. Okay, defensively, okay, maybe sitting and organize our back line. And the simple thing would be then Swapungezana, we can see at the back right now, their partnership is working very well. Etukune Nepali, he will add some calmness to the team. Came in and he has done that. So all of a sudden, backline is sorted. We come to the forwards, Usekon Caleb Manch, and we did see ukuthi although it yesterday against Amazulu, we saw a lot of positivity, like winning the ball back behind our midfielders and just imposing his physicality kuma opponents. It made a difference, and that Udoli and Ukama or whoever wants to play the ball into the box, there is now a reference point. I say we are playing across two pillars. So we've sorted the part here defense here too, which is how we considered a goal against Royal AM. And with Caleb, we are sorting out the thing of a reference point pambili to have someone who is going to finish off the chances. And if you look at the game that we played against the Sundowns, we lost 4-0. And it's not the system, because some people have said we lost against Sundowns because there was too much space behind that Sundowns exploited. First goal, what happened? Ungezana wahluleka ukutrap iball engapressurize umuntu. That's not because of a system, because also if the system is sort of playing out from the back, it's so dangerous. But it's not because we're playing out from the back and the Sundowns just press. Ungezana was just clumsy. There was an individual error. Second goal, it was a penalty. Any team can concede a penalty. Ungezana nala power panica, then it was a penalty, another individual error. And number 3, we're in the box equally lika Shalulile lesibili against Sundowns. Uplom Nomati were just ball watching. They didn't mark Ushalulile. He scored. That's not a system. The 4th goal, Unazero Watola, that's the only chance that you can say, oh, he had so much space at the back. But still, the way we're positioned, it was still good enough for Umuntu who's not as spacey, but still to catch up with Unazir. And then on my boxini, no one decided to close him down. That's not a system again. That's just players deciding not to close a player down. And because of that, we ended up losing 4-0. If you look at the stats of that game, for instance, we had 14 shots and we had 3 on target. Sundowns had 7 shots and had 4 of them on target. 4 guys, 4. And all of them were goals. Kanto, what happened? We were squandering our chances. We got a penalty, we missed it. So from that game, it seemed like, oh, we are so bad, we are so horrible. It was a bad result, but we had played well and then made individual mistakes, which then shocked me. Masengibona sisidlala neCape Town City, but all of a sudden we've changed our system. Sisidlala ngeback 3. That just showed ukuphanika kaZwane ukuthi now he's thinking about, oh my God, the opponent uzokwenzani. The whole point, the whole pitch that Zwane gave to us was, we want players to play without fear. But if the players are to play without fear, they must also be coached without fear. And from that game, Cape Town City, Uzwane wakhombisa ukusaba. And because we are sub, that means the energy that is being communicated to the players, the energy of fear. And I've touched on this ukuthi abadlali bethu nabo, they do seem scared. Umathi nje izolo kwigame eMaritzburg, they were not ambitious at all, trying to triple pass people and go forward. Umatlolo ugcine be-man of the match. I don't understand how a player odlala as number 10 can end up becoming a man of the match. Ekubeni manginga-check ama-stats akho ukuthi how many good chances they created, ngizobona ukuthi it's below par. But if you are number 10 and your role is to create chances for us, that means your performance should be based mostly on how many chances you created for a strike. But instead, one of the players who's not been playing so great, Ukama Pilat, was the one that I saw more, playing more in that number 10 role. And it just goes back to show ukuthi should naye ubelokhu edropa deep ezama ukuyosiza defensively. And mawuthatha ukubheka, AmaZulu were not parading us, AmaZulu were not knocking down our D-line, trying to score and all that stuff. They were not. It was just a chill game for them. They were trying to get 1 point, go back to KZN and be done. And thina nathi ukhona uzuthola yellow card nje for angazi nombe kuyi-time wasting. Someone in my comments would say it was time wasting, but now I did say ukuthi Chiefs at some point they did waste this card, and I didn't see what's going on. Are they now saying, okay, if we can't beat AmaZulu, let's not lose to AmaZulu? Why are we even getting to that point? If we can't beat them, who send this card? What's gone wrong with the Chiefs? Why are we now scared? Why are we not pressing? It game as I against Respect United. We were pressing AmaZulu. We got 2 goals because of that, pressing AmaZulu. Solomons was overlapping. Eyongen 18 khona le 1-on-1 ayiketcha nje against Respect United. But now we are not even doing that. It's like uHlandi noSolomon sebeyasaba manje ukuya phambili because manje sizama ukuthi sibe compact emuva as possible. And because of that, we're not creating as many chances as we were creating, because against Royal bekovalep uPlomo, which uSolomons did against Respect as well, overlap uFrost ngale kwa left, and then ama-wingers invert. So effectively, we had a line of 5 up front, and then our attacking midfield number 10 ne-6 enye babe iline yesibili. So ibigcina formation sekuba ngathi ama-defender u-2, and then kube yi-holding midfielder, then 2 attacking midfielders. Effectively became 2-1-3-5. And that's why we're controlling Royal M. Mabit bazama keep ibhola nabo, we are there, we're stepping up and we are taking them. But now it seems like we are scared. And if you are new to this channel and you're wondering what's happening, this is not my normal voice. This is not my normal voice. I just have a problem with my throat. And by the way, yes, this Usamgelo, she's my girlfriend and she's also a model. So please vote for her to be in the top 12. Come as KZN Queen. I would appreciate it a lot, guys. If I can get 1,000 votes for her just from this video, it would mean a lot. Like, please, my voice. It's free. If you have Facebook, just click on the link on the description and on the pinned comment. You'll go there, vote for her for free. Then you are done. Now, let's go back to this Uguti. The other problem that I've seen now, Uguti, Uzwane, one of the things that we were hyping appointment for Uguti is going to play young players, is going to play exciting football. But manje we are seeing Uguti umshini bafethu is not being played. I understand indaba kaBlom lapha right back, because uSolomons, I've always said uBlom is a better defensive midfielder than a right back. So I don't mind seeing uSolomon playing. In fact, I prefer that Solomon of Rosla playing that side. And because uSolomon has the pace, that gives me edge over everyone else in their position. So well, I prefer that. But now it's like they're playing with fear. So I understand why Uplom is sitting on the bench. But as to why Umshini is sitting on the bench, I understand. We have a Chiefs right now. We have Yusuf Mat, we have Usetemba Stead. Okay, fine, that's now number 6. And they're playing a double pivot and they're interchanging. Makambo munye omunye yasala, makambo munye yasala, kanjalo. And in that way we know good when whoever is going forward has the same quality as the one who's staying backwards. So siyazi ukuthi uMatt Maisele uzodefenda kahle. siyazi ukuthi uSithebe mayisela uzodefenda kahle, siyazi futhi ukuthi if uSithebe yaphambili he's just as good as uMatt with the ball on his feet. But what they do have is leshandisi yokuthi they can play short passes, they can calm the game down. Ukuthi uMatt umdingelani ke ngamuzwa uZwane when he said to calm the game down, but I've thought about it, man, and I see it's exactly the same thing that uMatt can do, which means you now playing effectively with 3 players who play the same kind of football, calming the game down, uthunga amaphasi here and there. All 3 of them play the same thing, and that is why they are not giving us anything, because they are taking up the same position, because they are making the same movement. And if you have Nkosingphile lap, Nkosingphile gives you the best of pace, like burst, as in burst, acceleration, and these two defenders won't even bother closing them down, because they know they are passing wide, and then abasenaso nesibindi sokutriblisha. This is in no way criticizing a team who they suck, but it's to say constructively, I don't think we should have changed indlela ezidlala ngayo because of a loss against the Sundowns, because the score line or the final score does not necessarily reflect how we played in that game. It just reflects ukuthi those guys scored more than us, and what we needed to fix individual errors and then move on to the next level. If you're enjoying this video, please make sure to subscribe and like the video. Now, I just want, in a remote chance that Atazwane or any of the Kaizer Chiefs players are watching this video, a remote possibility. Bafethu, indabila, we were so excited after the Royal AM game because we saw ukuthi ibhola niyadlala. We were so excited because we saw ukuthi you are pressing the teams high. We are so excited because we saw that we are controlling the ball and creating chances. We saw that. We saw passion. We saw a fight. We saw determination. This thing is eniyenza manje ukuthi nivele nihlale move nisabu ukuya phambili. It's the thing that's going to turn the fans against you. Lento yokuavoida ukungadliwa iyo lento ezokwenza ukuthi nidliwe even more. It's the thing eyenzeka Cape Town City. Go out, beat people up. Because manje mase kuzoba ukuthi we only go out to try and dominate against teams that we concede smaller teams, and then against teams that we concede bigger teams. Then kusho ukuthi thina for the most part sobe sizadlala ukusaba. Kusho ukuthi netheska like ngoba iperform sizophinda sidlala ama defender u3 iback 5 njalo. Angifuni ngempela ukuthi i-downfall kaZwane ekugcine kuba ukuthi ukunje washawa ngegame eyodwa, and then that game yaba ne-domino effect in how he played for the rest of the season. Dlala ibhola ngendlela yakho. This is a big team, and by doing that, our fans will be behind you because they will see ukuthi yini oyenzayo. A lot of people are now questioning uZwane because they are saying, how is he playing? Kan mangabe siyazi ukuthi Chiefs is playing heavy metal football. Heavy metal football, for those who don't know, is the football you're pressed, winning the ball back, counter attacks, getting the ball maunalo, playing with intensity, pressure, go, score, boom, done. Stella lokho. Dlalani niye kuba amagwala. Chiefs is a big team. Guys, ngitsheleni ukuthi what do you think has been the most contributing factor to your performance at Chiefs? Do you think we got traumatized by a loss to Sundowns? Let me know down in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Remember to vote for some gay. Remember to vote for some gay. And I will see you on the next video. And until next time, remember, equals and pelumoy.